Imagine a sun-soaked afternoon in the heart of Hollywood, where the echoes of laughter and fame once filled a sprawling mansion. As we step inside, we can almost hear the stories of his life, his loving wife, his two children, and the glitz and glamour that surrounded him. What happened to this iconic figure in his final days? Why did his once vibrant home become a forgotten relic today? We shall unravel the untold story of Larry Hagman, exploring his family life, the eerie circumstances of his death, all while revealing the staggering net worth he left behind. Join me as we dive deep into the life of a man who captivated millions and whose legacy continues to intrigue us all. Larry Hagman, a celebrated American actor, left behind an impressive legacy in film and television, amassing a net worth of $30 million by the time of his passing in 2012. Best known for his iconic roles, he first gained fame as Major Anthony Nelson in the beloved 1960s sitcom I Dream of Jenny. However, it was his portrayal of the ruthless oil baron J.R. Owing on the hit drama Dallas that cemented his status as a television legend. During the peak of Dallas in the 1980s, Hagman commanded a staggering salary of $1 lakh per episode, a figure that would be worth approximately $350,000 today. Beyond his television success, Hagman demonstrated a keen business sense, securing lucrative sponsorship deals, including a 1985 endorsement that earned him $2 lakh. His financial acumen extended beyond Hollywood, as evidenced by a significant legal victory in 2010 when he was awarded over $11 million in damages after a jury ruled against City Group for mishandling his investments. Through his diverse income streams, acting endorsements, and legal settlements, Hagman built a fortune that reflected not only his immense talent but also his sharp financial instincts. Larry Hagman, born on September 21, 1931, in Fort Worth, Texas, was destined for a life in the spotlight. The son of Broadway star Mary Morton and District Attorney Benjamin Hagman, his early years were shaped by both family turmoil and artistic influence. After his parents divorced when he was just 5, Hagman was raised primarily by his grandmother Vanita, while his mother pursued a successful career on stage. He later reunited with his mother in New York city after his grandmother's passing. His education took him across the country from Black Fox Military Academy in California to Woodstock Country School in Vermont before he eventually settled in Texas to complete high school at Weatherford High, although he briefly attended Board College in New York, majoring in drama and dance. He ultimately dropped out after a year to follow his passion for acting. Hogman's career began on the stage in the early 1950s, performing in productions at the Woodstock Theatre and with the St. John Terrell Musical Circus. His talent soon took him to London, where he happened alongside his mother in a production of South Pacific in 52. Hagman put his acting ambitions on hold to serve in the U.S. Air Force, where he was stationed in London and spent much of his time entertaining American troops. After completing his service in 1956, he returned to New York and quickly became a presence in the city theater scene, starring in several of Broadway plays before making his Broadway debut in Comes a Day in 1958. Over next few years, he continued to build his stage career, appearing in productions such as God and Cat Murphy, The Nervous Set, The Warm Peninsula, and The Beauty Part. Television soon came calling, and Hagman made his small screen debut in 1957 with a guest role on the crime drama Decoy. He went on to land roles in adventure series like Harbor Master and Sea Hunt before securing a recurring role in the daytime soap opera The Edge of Night in 1961. His career took a major leap forward in 1965 when he was cast as Major Anthony Nelson in the hit NBC sitcom I Dream of Jenny, a role that made him a household name. The show ran for 5 successful seasons until 1970, after which Hagman continued to star in various television projects including The Good Life 1971 to 1972 and Here We Go Again 1973. Throughout the 70s, he also appeared in several TV movies such as Alone in the Woods, Getting Away from It All Numbers, Places to Run, and Hurricane. By 1978, Hagman took on the role that would define his career. J.R. Ewing, the scheming and charismatic oil tycoon in CBS primetime drama Dallas. The series became a massive success, running for 14 seasons and turning Hagman into one of television's most recognizable faces. One of the show's metal iconic moments came in 1980s when JR was sued by an unknown assailant in a cliffhanger that sparked the global phenomena known as Who Shoot J.R. for his performance. Hagman received 2 Emmy nominations for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series and 4 Golden Globe nominations. He also reprised the role in spin-offs and reunion specials including Notes Landing, The Last, The Early Years, J.R. Return and War of the Ewings. In 2012, he returned to The Last once more for the TNT reboot, bringing his legendary character back to life one final time before his passing. Beyond The Last, Hagman continued to expand his career with roles in shows like Orleans and Desperate Housewives, providing his versatility as an actor. Next, let's explore his house now. Mansions and OG. California. His success was not just measured by his career, but also by the lavish lifestyle he enjoyed. In 1991, Hagman and his wife Major built an extraordinary estate in OG, California that remains to both his weather and personal tastes. The estate, which spans nearly 43 acres, is a sprawling 20,000 feet mansion with 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and a design that mixes luxury with sustainability. The property, nicknamed Paradise, was designed with both affluence and eco-conscientiousness in mind. It includes solar power, private wells, and sprawling orchards with avocado trees. In addition to a beautiful swimming pool, the estate was meticulously landscaped, offering expansive views of the surrounding mountains and valleys, making it the perfect retreat for relaxation and reflection. He helped was even added to ensure easy access to secluded property, which is designed for optimal views of both sunrises and sunsets. The estate also features ample outdoor living space, including an alfresco dining area where Hagman and his family could entertain guests in style. The mansion is divided into 3 separate wings designed like towers, each containing several bedrooms and living areas. These wings surrounded a central courtyard home to the sparkling swimming pool. The interior is packed with luxurious featuring including a formal dining room, breakfast room, eat-in kitchen, and a dedicated art room. The estate also offers two gym, family room, game room, music room, office, and a den that could serve as a library or study. High, high vaulted, high vaulted ceiling, large windows, wide hallways, and multiple fireplaces through the home add to its grand tour. Hagman initially listed the property of $11 million, later reducing the asking price to more than $8 million, but it eventually sold for $5 million in March 2013, just a few months after his death from cancer. Despite the exchange in ownership, the estate remains a symbol of the life Hagman led and the extravagant yet thoughtful way to he chose to live. Abundant house in Texas in the late 1970s. Accumulate actor Larry Hagman purchased a home in Texas seemingly as a retreat from his Hollywood lifestyle. The house, a modest yet inviting 1994 feet residence, featured a spacious living room centered around a charming fireplace, four cozy bedrooms, and two full bathrooms. The property also boosted a full basement, providing ample storage or additional living space, while two welcoming porches framed the exterior, offering a perfect setting for peaceful morning or relaxing evening under the Texas sky. Not long after acquiring the home, Hagman initiated a series of renovations, like with a vision of transforming it into a space that reflecting his personal style and refined taste. However, the ambitious plans comes to an unexpected half for a reason that remains a mystery. The house, once a project filled with promise, was left in an incomplete state over time. The unfinished renovations led to the property falling into gradual disrepair, with nature reclaiming parts of the once lively estate. The ground vision for the home faded, leaving behind an unfinished chapter in Hagman's life. The actor's passing in 2012 only deepened the in- deepened the intrigue surrounding the abandoned home. It stands today as a frozen moment in time, echoing the dreams and plans of its former owner. Plans that, much like the house itself, remains forever unfinished. Philanthropy was more than just a Hollywood star. He was a dedicated philanthropist whose whose generosity touched countless lives in the Dallas area and beyond. One of his greatest passion was the arts, a commitment evident in his long-time support of the South Dallas Cultural Center, which has served as a creative hub since its funding in 1986. Recognizing the transformative power of artistic expression, Hagman took his advocacy a step further in 2012 when he established the Larry Hagman Foundation. This organization was dedicated to providing arts education opportunity to economically disadvantaged children in the Dallas-Fort Worth region, ensuring that young people, regardless of their background had access to creative development program under his leadership. The foundation provided generous grants to institutions such as the Laws Children's Treatment, which received 25,000 $25,000 to support its mission of engaging and inspiring young audiences through performance. Other beneficiaries, including Phrases Revolutionization, which received $10,000 to aid in community development efforts, and Donor Elementary School, where a special arts program was funded to nurture students' creative talents. Additionally, the Elaine Thornton and Artists Foundation for the Arts was awarded $5,000 to continue its work in fostering artistic excellence beyond the art. Hagman was deeply committed to environment sustainability, particularly in the realm of alternative energy. As an advocate for clean energy solution, he supported the Solar Electric Light Foundation, an organization that leverages solar power and wireless technologies to combat some of the world's most pressing issues, including food and water security, climate change, and poverty. His forward thinking approach to environmental challenges demonstrated his belief that technological advancements could be harnessed for the greater good by aligning himself with organizations focused on renewable energy. Hagman helped raise awareness about sustainable solutions that could benefit both local and global communities. Furthermore, Hagman was a passionate advocate for public health. His commitment to wellness was particularly evident in his long-time role as chairman of the American Cancer Society annual Great American Smokeout. Through his initiative, he used his celebrity status to encourage millions of Americans to quit smoking, promoting a healthier lifestyle and helping to spread awareness about the dangers of tobacco use. His involvement in this cause was deeply personal. After receiving a life-saving liver transplant in 1995, he became an outspoken proponent of organ donation. As the honorary chairman of the National Kidney Foundation's American Transplant Games, Hagman celebrated the incredible impact of organ donors, recognizing their selfless contributions to saving lives. His advocacy work not only helped increase awareness about the urgent need for organ donors but also provided hope and support to countless individuals awaiting transplants. His generosity and vision extended far beyond the entertainment world, leaving an enduring impact on the communities and people he touched throughout his tireless effort. Personal life. Larry Hagman personal life was deeply intertwined with love, commitment, and challenges that reflects his strong character and devotion to his family. In 1954, he married Major Excelson, a Swedish fashion designer who would become his lifelong partner. Together, they raised two children, Heidi and Preston, and shared a marriage that spanned more than 50 years. Their bond was built on love and mutual support, but it was also tested by hardship. In 2008, Madge was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, a progressive and devastating condition that affects memory and cognitive function. Eggman stood by her side throughout her battle, offering unwavering care and support as her health declined. Major passed away in 2016, 8 years after her diagnosis, leaving a legacy of resilience and the lasting impact of their enduring love. Hagman's personal life was also marked by enduring friendships, notably with actor Carol O'Connor. The two first met in 1959 when Hagman starred in the Broadway play God and Cat. Murphy and O'Connor worked as an assistant stage manager as both New York City. Over the years, their friendship deepened and O'Connor family became a part of Hagman's life. Hagman's daughter Hedy Evan joined the cast of O'Connor's show Archive Wagner a Place for one season. In addition to their personal bond, Hagman also directed several episodes of O'Connor series. In the heat of the night, their friendship endured through tragedy, including the loss of O'Connor's son Hugh. Hagman delivered a heartfelt eulogy at the funeral, further cementing their close relationships and the emotional ties that lasted a lifetime. Health issues and death. Larry Hagman's life was marked by both extraordinary success and significant health challenges, many of which were linked to his long battle with alcohol. For over 40 years, Hagman struggled with heavy drinking, a lifestyle that eventually took a severe was diagnosed with the cirrhosis, a liver disease often caused by excessive alcohol consumption. His condition worsened over time and he was later diagnosed with liver cancer, a direct consequence of his year of drinking. In 1995, Hagman focused a life or death situation when he underwent a liver transplant, a procedure that saved his life and gave him a second chance to live. Despite this major victory over his health, Hagman battle were far from over. By 2011, he revealed that he had been diagnosed with stage 2 nasopharyngeal cancer, a rare and aggressive form of cancer that affects the upper part of the throat with his usual resilience. He successfully fought the cancer and emerged victorious once again. However, in 2012, Hagman faced his final health challenge when he was diagnosed with Miley's syndrome, a serious blood disorder that is often a precursor to leukemia. On November 23, 2012, Hagman passed away from complications related to Miley's syndrome at Medical City Dallas Hospital. His death marked the end of an era not just for his family and close friends, but for the millions of fans who had followed his career for decades. Despite the toll of his illness, Hagman passed away peacefully, surrounded by those he loved, a fitting conclusion to the life of a man who had brought so much joy and entertainment to the world. In his final moment, some of his closest friends from his illustrious career were by his side. Linda Gray, who had portrayed his on-screen wife, Sue Ellen Ewing on Dallas, was there, and in a moving tribute, she described Hagman as her best friend for 35 years, expressing deep admiration for his creativity, generosity, and humor. He was the piper of life and brought joy to everyone he knew. He was creative, generous, funny, loving, and talented, and I will miss him. Guy said perfectly capture the essence of the man behind the iconic character. Known on Friday, I lost one of the greatest friends who ever graced my life. The loneliness is hard because Larry's peace and comfortable were always important to me. Even when he was here, he was too fighter in gentle way against his own adversity and for his friends. I cherish his friendship. Duffy Duffy said, emphasizing the profound and enduring friendship the two had shared over the years. Larry Hagman's legacy, both as an actor and as a man, lives on in the heart of those who knew him and in the lasting impact he had on his fans and challenges. His memory will forever be cherished into only for his unforgettable performance on screen, but also for kindness, humor, and strength he brought to the lives of those around him. As we wrap up this deep dive into the intriguing life of Larry Hagman, it's clear that his story is filled with unexpected twists and profound moments. If you found this exploration engaging, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating tales. Share your thoughts in the comments. What part of Larry's story resonated with you the most? Thank you for joining me on this journey.